First, we're going to make the cookie. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using yellow Easy Peasy yarn to demonstrate because it's easier to see on video, but for this part you should be using the color you prefer for the cookie, perhaps a chocolate or a cream. Both sides of the cookie are identical. I like to use a chocolate base with a cream icing. In order to help beginners learn to read written patterns, I'm going to put the instructions as they are typically written in patterns above, and then provide more detail in the voiceover with captions. The number in brackets at the end is the number of stitches in each round or row. We're going to start with a magic circle with 6 single crochet stitches. I have videos linked in the description below that slowly go over how to do this step, as well as other steps in the video. There are 2 ways to make a magic ring. I'm going to demonstrate the default method, but the alternative method is linked below. It's sometimes easier for beginners. For the next round, crochet an increase stitch into each of your previous stitches. To perform an increase stitch, crochet 2 stitches into 1 stitch, and unless specified by the pattern writer, the default is 2 single crochet stitches. Because you started with 6 stitches in the previous round, you should now have 12 stitches at the end of this round. For the next round, crochet an increase stitch, then a single crochet stitch, and repeat this pattern 5 more times. You should have 18 stitches at the end of this round. Okay, if you're a beginner and the next pattern instruction looks stressful, don't worry, I'm about to walk you through it. The commas are used to separate stitch instructions. Everything in parentheses is multiplied by the amount that follows. So as set forth in the bottom left corner of the screen, we do a single crochet stitch, then we do the sequence of an increase stitch, then 2 single crochet stitches 5 times. Then we finish with an increase stitch and a single crochet stitch. This next round is more straightforward. You do a sequence of an increase stitch, then 3 single crochet stitches 6 times. This is the last round of the sugar cookie. Do 3 single crochet stitches. Then do the sequence of an increase stitch and 4 single crochet stitches 5 times. Finish the round with an increase stitch and a single crochet stitch, and you're ready to move on to the tree. Chain 2. Working into the second chain from hook, crochet an increase stitch. Chain 1 and turn. Crochet an increase stitch twice. Chain 1 and turn. For the next few rows, we're going to be using the front loops only and the back loop only technique. I have videos going over these techniques slowly, linked in the description below. In the front loops only, crochet 4 single crochet stitches. Chain 1 and turn. In the back loops only, crochet an increase stitch, 2 single crochet stitches, and an increased stitch. Chain 1 and turn. In the front loops only, crochet 6 single crochet stitches. Chain 1 and turn. In the back loops only, crochet an increased stitch, 4 single crochet stitches, and an increased stitch. Chain 1 and turn. In the front loops only, crochet 8 single crochet stitches. Chain 1 and turn. In the back loops only, crochet an increased stitch, 6 single crochet stitches, and an increased stitch. Chain 1 and turn. In the front loops only, crochet 10 single crochet stitches. Sew the tree to your preferred side of the cookie. Sew both sides of the cookie together. Lightly stuff the cookie with fiber foam before closing. It's time to decorate. I like to create lights by sewing a strand of yarn like this, but feel free to embroider the way you'd like. It's your tree.